Dow up 20 points. Employment numbers this morning, another 1.4 million jobless claims in the last week. Most of the estimates around the street for like 1.8 million. So the 1.4 was okay, marginally better. I did do an appearance yesterday on Newsmax after Liquid Lunch where they can broadcast. And on Newsmax, I made a direct plea to the president to instruct his Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, to stop collecting payroll taxes effective immediately. That's all the president has to do. And I don't know why he's not doing it. And I don't care who's in his ear. I know Larry Kudlow and Stephen Moore would think that this is a smart way to do it. And you can easily give relief. You can give a holiday. The market would go nuts. The market will go to 30,000. Forget about everything I've been saying that it needs one more clean out. If they give a straight payroll tax cut, tax holiday, okay, they're giving people a holiday. They're no longer collecting payroll tax from you. So on all your employees, there's just about 14% in there. The employee gets 7 in their paycheck. The employer gets 7 in his pocket. And for those of you who don't really understand this whole stimulus package, people are saying, well, if they give a payroll tax, that's the rich people and it's the big businesses. No. 65% of the employees in America work for small businesses, make up 30 million small businesses. That's under 500 people. And 65% of those companies, if they got another 7%, figure a good company makes 25, 30% annual. If they got 7% of their payroll, which is either their first or second largest expense, that's a big increase on their net profit. So what will you do? Maybe buy a new piece of equipment. So some factory somewhere, hopefully in the US, is making some new equipment. So people are working. And then they got, ooh, we got another piece of equipment. So then maybe they hire another person. Or you don't need a new piece of equipment, but you want to get a little bigger coming out of COVID. You got an extra 7% from X amount of employees. That's all in the bank. Okay, well, we can afford now to hire another person. And by the time the end of the year comes, when they start collecting payroll taxes again, the growth will be bigger than the cost that they bore. And they got it started with the payroll holiday. So very simply, the government, our president right now could come out at 2 o'clock today after the show and say, I am instructing my Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, effective immediately, to halt the collection of payroll taxes. That's it. Bing! We ring the bell. The market's up 1,000. Most small business owners are rejoicing. And all these people who are thinking about going back to work, if they come out with a stimulus bill that doesn't have $600 in it, maybe it has 200 or 300, that puts them right on that line of, well, maybe I should go back to work. And they go back to work, they get 7% more in their paycheck now, so maybe that makes up for the 200. I don't know, probably not, but 7% is still better than nothing. And when this is over, then all these people are going to be solidly entrenched in their jobs. And if you ask me, with all the stuff going on around the world, all of the heightened rhetoric with China, I think more and more things are going to start getting manufactured here in America. And there's going to be a hell of a lot more jobs out there. Joining me right after this, hopefully, Erin Elmore from USA Strong to talk about our relations with China.